It was important because other therapists didn't get it and they didn't get me. And they would say silly things like you're a sex addict or,
Yeah.
if you really love your wife, you just gotta,
Power through
yeah,
it.
power
Deal with
through it. Like,
it. You'll be fine. I
yeah, it was
understand.
a lot of weird stuff. And that just, it wasn't
Dismissive.
dismissive and like treating me like something's wrong with me, like I'm, etc. So it was just a relief to find a therapist who was empathetic to who I was and
Okay.
normalized who I was and understood it.
So you did the therapy
hmm
for on and off
On
for
and off the
6
6
years,
years. And
and it was
then
somewhat helpful,
it was somewhat
but
helpful, but ultimately it got to the point where, I would lay my head down on my pillow at night and I would have some really troubling thought about everything, life, existence, this cage I felt like I was in. And I would have to tell myself stories to go against myself, if that makes sense, in order to stay in that marriage. I would have to downplay myself. I would have to like negatively talk about myself. I would say stuff like, you're selfish, you're greedy, etc. Just things to like suppress me. And that began to take a toll on me psychologically, mentally, emotionally. And I was literally having negative self-talk on a regular. And I remember in order to feel good and feel human, I would read more and more. After I discovered polyamory, I started to read more and more about it. And that was the only way I could, again, kind of subdue some of the chaos that was going on inside of me during this stretch of time. And the more I read about polyamory, the more I understood it. Again, it made sense.